A very good afternoon to you, ladies and gentlemen. Opa, Omar, Butti and Sissy, and every single person that's tuned in to this coverage, the live streaming of the match for the Western Province Rugby Union, the Super League A game between the host villages and their friends all the way from Helderberg. There we go. Making sure that they are here to celebrate this rugby occasion this afternoon between the Super League A rugby clubs. My name is Barry Wilson, delighted to be with you and sharing this game with you. Let us go through a couple of the team lists. Right now, let's start with the Helderberg side. As you can see on your screen, number 1, Albert Milan, 2, Maritz Swartz, 3, Rooney Vote, 4, Sheldon Mealing, 5, Liam Tattersall, 6, Blaine Skelton, 7, Peter Kemp, 8, Dion Kuhn, 9, Jane Junior 14, 10, Darren Hendrick, 11, Huguan Engelbrecht, 12, Quinn Visser, the captain, 13, Brendan Fenter, 14, Ricardo Links, 15, Jaden Daniels, 16, Donnie Soliers, 17, Tristan Leach, 18, Sina Gilomere, 19, Christoph Buerta, 20 is now Tian Brackel, van Brackel, 21, Marco Visser, 22 is Luke Carew, and 23 is JJ Stover. If we can go across now to the host team, and in position here 1 is Justin Tace, number 2 Xander Keys, number 3 is going to be Raiz Sali, 4 is William Scott, 5 is Louis Conradi, 6 Neil Fenter, Thomas Mayer is 7, 8 will be Henry van der Westhuizen, 9 is William Rose, 10 Aidan Topley, Toban Gabriels is the number 11 jersey, my captain, Andres Fullion is number 12, Austin Prince is the outside centre at 13, Matthew van Skalkwijk 14, Josh Vermeulen at 15. On the bench we'll see MC de Jong 16, 17 will be Henry van der Westhuizen, Rahim Ramadan at 18, Corne Oosthuizen comes in now in jersey 19, Ramid Spreeth is 20, Renaud Mapo 21, Guliana de Franchi 22, and Lucky Tlepu is 23. While teams are already taking their positions on the field, punctuality is so important for these kickoffs, and wonderful to see, wonderful to be back here and able to present the broadcast to you. Very exciting second team game just as concluded now. And as was said, Helderberg, all the way from their Charles Morkel Stadium in the Strand. Founded in 1997, they put the 3 teams together of Strand, Somerset West and Gordons Bay. And instrumental founders and members of the club. Boy Morkel, 1921, Springbok captain. Philip Mostert, 1931 and 32, also Springbok captain. And Stephen Fraud, 1955. So Helderberg, Springbok captains, 3 of them, can be very proud of their achievements and of the rugby that they've been playing this season. Yes, the hosts, established in the 2nd of June 1876. You can see the banners around, 150 years old. What a celebration this year, 9 for the club. Second oldest club in the Western Cape. And as you know, the villagers, they played in the Gold Cup finals last year with Mornay Duplessis, Joel Stransky, Nick Mallett, Percy Montgomery, some names of the past that have worn the famous villagers' colours. Lovely to see the communities coming out again to support club rugby. Thank you to everybody doing that. Thank you to all service providers, Western Province Rugby Union, Global Sport Network, and all the sponsors that are actively involved as well. it is great that club rugby in this province is back to its healthy best. Should be a very entertaining game this afternoon. Both sides desperate to continue and make sure that they have that winning streak. And scoring the necessary points for the league and the log standings. Right, the men in the middle this afternoon, the ARs, the man that is going to be the rugby symphony director of music on the playing field here, and I say music because that the rugby play, is going to be Mr. Livoyo Manqeba. Just waiting now for the officials. Right, they've got the necessaries, they've got the flags that are going to be carried by the ARs. And both clubs waiting patiently for the kickoff. Fantastic afternoon here, beautiful weather. Would have thought back to Monday and Tuesday whether we'd be here enjoying the glorious sunshine after the week of heavy rains and flooding that has taken place. But we're back, and Club Rugby is ready for sunshine kickoff. And the man to do just that is number 10, Hendricks. Darren Hendricks for Helderberg. It goes deep. That could have gone forward in the knock, but it's been knocked directly into touch, and the first opportunity now for Helderberg Rugby Club. HDB,
That's the mark. Take the mark.
as on your screens, played in the traditional well-known colours of the red, black and white stripes. Zander Keys gets it up beautifully. Who else but Thomas Mayer to take that out of the clouds. Some WrestleMania taking place at skyscraper level because they're standing upright. William Rose gets it. It's breakaway there as well by Van der Westhuizen. It's one to watch is Van der Westhuizen. Collision time. It's like meeting in a dark alley face to face with that collision. Both sides here come to play.
Use 9.
And the man, all the way back from Italy, Josh Vermeulen with that talented left boot of his.
But don't trip into X,
You can see that he hasn't eaten too much spaghetti over there. Still looking in fine condition is Josh Vermeulen. And that exit kick superbly placed, so to take play for Helderberg. Just outside the 22 of Villages. To the back of the line out. This is a good leg drive. It will be arm out because that's a collapse driving maul. Number running onto it is Dion Kuhn. He's one to watch as well. He's very, very involved with his collision making. Taking the ball further. Playing the advantage still is referee Markeba. This is good play from the men. From the strand now, coming through again, through the hands. Held up by Zander Keys, it goes to ground. Referee will put the arm up and say, right. Which option do you want? 2 infringements. And you can see Captain Quinn Fisser choosing the one closer to the touchline because making sense, that corner flag is calling. Always say this though, you get the opportunity to go for poles. It's the most underrated aspect of the game, the penalty kick. It's 3 points worth, it's actually half a try. And you get 2 of those, you've got that converted try that you've been waiting for. Not one cleanly by Helderberg. Zander Keys does the tidying up. His house is cleaned and in order. Leg drive good by Justin Tace. William Rose now. That box kick of his is superb. Having and waiting for it is Engelbrecht. He goes across field, almost intercepted by Prince. And referee sees the official knock on off Prince's fingertips. And having lost ground from that attacking option, not pushing the button again, but just saying psychologically get those 3 points on the board. Penalty kick was there. And I know that clubs and sides are eager to stamp their dominance to winning the line out and scoring 7 pointers. But when a 3 pointer's there, I stand firmly behind. Take your points. 3 of those, suddenly it's 9-0.
Just give me space.
Anyway, you've got Junior Fortain now, waiting. Front rows glaring at each other, just starting to exchange those welcome stares and say, yes, I'm going to meet you shoulder to shoulder. Just before referee McAber allows that to continue.
Okay. Yes, there's no gap.
Thank you,
Guys,
space,
you
man.
please lead the pack. Okay, I need this clear gap. Let's go. Clear gap, thank you. They're fine, no, they're fine.
Fortain, you have to be very careful here. He's got pace, he's got vision. He's all over the place as well as Fortain, actively involved in the game. Jay Fortain, JJ.
Sit!
The scrum is solid from both sides. Ball is out. Rose gets bounced off by Kun. Once again, it's Skelton taking it up further.
Not on the ball.
Looking to the blind side now. Through their hands it goes. Taken on by Kemp. Gone to ground. There we go. Knock forward and fingertips, and this will give us a great opportunity to get very, very close to the inside of a scrum. Not that I would want to be there, because if I got caught inside that collision, trust me, pack sardine can where I would end up. Some heavyweights there, said with respect, because that's what you need, the bulk up in the front row.
Sit!
Some good South African beef stick in there from both sides. Playing the scrumming game that we all fondly love, putting that dominance down. And many of you tuned into the game that have sat in that front row, now looking on can say, yeah, that's where ears are made. Yeah, the oortjies. Ears are made. Or sometimes ears feel the damage many years later. Right, short time it is. Pulling away is the front row call. It's gone from Rose. Coming through the hands again. Looping around beautifully is Topley. Kick down from Vermeulen. Now the chase is on. Thomas Gabriels. He's the man. Flying down and referee saying, holding on is the call. He agrees with Gabriels. The first man there. Same question asked, but closer to the touchline now, so this will probably just be a little tickle into touch. Yes, it is. And this is going to be the Keith and Thomas Meyer show yet again, because this recipe works. At line out time for Villages. In they come. Could be some movement forward and then back. This time over the top, actually variation to Louis Conradi. The leg drive is superb. And now try time. Lovely variation, done their homework, because it's well-known fact that Thomas Meyer is the man to go up and get that. And over the top it went to the late replacement Conradi. having to come in jersey 5, and wonderful take at the back of the line out. So the first points on the board. After 8.5 minutes, Villagers take the scoreboard up to 5 on their side. Their friends Helderberg had the moments to capitalise earlier on, and unfortunately that went wasted. So it still reads 5-0 with a kick to come from Topley.
10 seconds.
It's a lovely sounding strike. You could just hear the click of the leather boot on the leather ball, and you didn't even have to watch. You knew that the radar screen that was going to land on the green, and Topley, no hesitation as he hit it, just picked up that boot and said, right, let's go back, because that's saver tussen die pale. Hendricks now, Darren Hendricks with the ball in hand.
Go, please.
The kick's a good one. Lovely to see that he's kicking for his own forwards, because there you can get the play on, and the first infringement will be the untidy take. Unlucky there for William Scott.
How long is it going to take? I have to stop you. Okay, Captain.
Some repair work needed to be done here to Thomas Mayer. Looks like the strapping around the head could be a little tight. Just having a look again, Thomas saying, yeah, loosen it up here, please. These brains need to be operational, and at the moment they're feeling a bit cramped. Hope that all is well there. So just a break at the present moment. So welcome everybody to this Western Province A-League rugby match, club rugby match. So healthy to see the club action back in the Western Cape, and well into the season now, we can say. Lots of rugby still ahead, so wherever you are, please make sure you're committed to either buying in to watch this live streaming, Global Sport Network, Play being the service provider, and to all their sponsors a huge thank you as well. Thank you, Global Sport Network. We and Western Province Rugby Union, we have been missing coverage, and it's great that opportunities are starting to happen yet again. Thomas really having attention done there, and let's hope all is well. He's a valuable player for the Villagers structures, and quietly makes his way back. You'd have to get an army to remove him from the field. Nothing that he won't just sort out. So Thomas Mayer is back.
Let's go, guys.
And Helderberg are back.
Crouch!
Opportunity now for Kun. Can he pick up at the back? They've got to get that steady scrum going again. The last time it was WrestleMania between the two packs. Kun picks up. Now it's a long pass out to Pisser. The kick through. This is great rugby. This chases on. Who's going to get to it? Has it been pushed over? No try. That could be the 22-metre call, or referee coming back for penalty infringement. Hands on the ruck will be the call there. And playing the advantage, a lovely chip through by Hendricks. And he's the man with the ball in hand again. He's going to nudge that closer to the corner flag. Right, Helderberg, are they going to prove me wrong? Because you know my call. It would have been a saver tussen die pale. But let's see, Helderberg, they know what they can do. That's why I say it again. Be very careful, because downfield it goes from Gabriel's. It's moving across the field now onto the left wing of Engelbrecht. He's still going strong. Now through their hands again. It's a long pass. Quinn Visser tidying things up for his team as captain. Almost close to stealing that ball was Tace. This could be now, but it's got to be a roll away call. Hendricks comes to play scrum off position. Try to take up his skeleton, but not going anywhere. Still playing behind the advantage line. Neil Fenter. That's tries to do some clearing out at the ruck, but Mr. Italiano, Josh Vermeulen, he's underneath that ball just like it was meatballs popping out of the oven. Seen he's recently back from those recipes of Italy. And I've seen it was the mark. It's going to be the throw for Helderberg now. Norris Swart. He's going to find the middle colicky on the dartboard, the centre red dot. To the back it goes. Over the top it goes as well, of the head of Tattersall. But this is Visser, and now that's how you exchange it from one man to the next, even if you're on the opposition side. And they exchange this ball out wide, down to Gabriel's. The kick is good again. It's got to be sent back with some interest, but it comes off the side of the boot. And Ricardo Links is the man that's having to do some work there, because Mr. Taban Gabriels is full of running this afternoon, and that left boot of his putting it downfield is causing unnecessary pressure inside the 22 metres area of Helderberg. Thomas Meyer is back. That head injury all seems sorted out.
4 side.
Coming in from the side will be the call from referee McNaber.
Side entry.
Standing firm on his decisions. Early start to the game after 14-15 minutes, and he's been firm and clear, which is good to see. Stamping his authority and just saying, I've got this, and let's just keep on playing to the laws of the game. Topley now. Nudges that some 12 metres on, and we're halfway between the try line and the 22 metre area of De Berg. This again is going to be Zander Kies put in. Will it be the Thomas Meyer? Will it go to Conradi again?
Yeah, the
giant of a man at the back. The stopwatch has been stopped as there's boot fixing. Been in the repair mode today is Thomas Meyer, whether it be the head or the boots, but he's up in the air now, and now the leg drive's going to come. Zander Case is saying to me, give me that ball, give it, give it, give it. He's got it now. He doesn't want to head that direction. That's to the car park. You want to go straight. Now William Rose gets it. The ball. Andries Fullion. Oh, just look at this. Justin Trace is there. He makes it closer. The big man in the form of Van der Westhuizen. Clear out is good. William Rose is coming. He's waiting. Conradi. Tace again. Tace is brought short of the line. It's got to be quick and go. Patience is needed now. Rose is there. Tace again. He's determined to say, this belongs to me, this try line. Rose says, give it out to Sali. And try time is scored. Sali the dummy run, and there you get the big man. Who else but the man that I've been mentioning, repair work man. And that be Thomas, the mechanic Mayer, fixing a lot of today, whether it be the head, the strapping, the boots. But the mechanic Mayer says, I'm over for a 5 converted to 7-pointer, with Toplin making no mistake about that. You can see the slow build up in the replay.
What do you mean? We put time off.
Sali was begging for it, but Thomas Mayer said, you know, gonna stop me here. 3 of them on him from the back. Hendricks, that's a very good kick-off again for his team. Mechanic Mayer, there he goes. Rose now. It's under keys. Sali says, give me a chance to have a leg drive, which he does beautifully.
Use 9.
Rose will put the boom up into the sky. The up and under is healthy. That's fingers, you can hear it, and it's carry on play now. The drive is good. Rose now the box kick. Gabriel's will change gears here. The tackle is a good one, well defended. That looked like Skelton. Play on will be the call. Zanderkey's got to offload. Sali finds Topley. Topley does a very calculated kick. Is it going to bounce perfectly? There's going to be carried over. There's a try time at most definitely. An interesting call here. I personally feel that there was no reason not to award it. So that should stand as a healthy try. A very clever kick from Topley. Downward pressure is the call.
So we'll go no try, and then we'll go 22. Yeah.
There should be no hesitation here. Referee Makeba, you can look for yourself now, you be the judge. Because he had a long debate with the AR saying where did that gets carried over here, because you can see now, see if there's downward. And Van Skalkwijk's back was covering the observance of whether he got downward pressure on that ball. An interesting one. I personally think that there might have been. But now it's scrum time, it's dance time between these two packs. Once again, referee Makeba saying, please gentlemen, I know you're becoming good friends in the front row contact, but let's just wait for safetiness, let's just wait for steadiness as well. You can see that Justin Teese, although he's got jersey number 1 on, the loose head prop jersey, he's scrumming on the tight head side. Sali is scrumming in jersey 3 on the loose head. I think that's just jersey size that they've had to swap over for. And now the scrum, is there going to be a wheel? The referee's arm will go out for the complete turn. Rose gets it away quickly. Austin Prince comes running into it. Rose again. The big men are forming around. Neil Fenter tries to take it up further. Rose. Here we go. Tace is determined this afternoon to score himself a try and his club. Could there be obstruction there for Merlin? Just simply jogging through there. No interference with the game. And it's very impressive when you see play being set up on the right-hand side of the field and then going through 3 or 4 phases. Very crisp service from William Rose. Tace again. The tank Tace taking it on. Look at Rose's service. This is a dummy run. The ball for Yun. Did he interfere with the tackler? Maybe that's one that could be debated later on. But soft hands out to Vermeulen, and it was spaghetti time. Basically 22 minutes gone, 19 points to Villagers. They're back very much in this game, Helderberg. They've been showing their striking strengths as well. So to see a scoreboard reading 19-0, you have a look at it again. So running the angle in front of the man. Well, that's just an observation I quietly make. Oh, there's some good running here now. All Rose put this up onto the left boot. But he's got men out wide, so he again gives it to the tank Tace.
Stop.
Here comes the boot. A little bit flat this time, links underneath it. Missed by his opposite number, Gabriel's. Ball's gone backward.
Rack form first.
Holding on in collision time, hands in.
No hands.
As you can see, indicated with his left arm. And Hendricks. Some 20 meters. But the most important aspect, that's gone forward 20 meters. And that will give Helderberg some great reassurance. Saying, ons is op pad manne na die doellyn toe. On our way to that try line. Tapped over the top, but Zander Kies is the first man to respond. The mechanic Meyer, he's the next one there. Over the top again, where is Gabriel's? Links reading it beautifully. Back inside now to Daniels. Across field it's got to go. Brendan Fenter having a look again. Fingertip knock. Whoa, 4 minutes gone. Let me say again, I'm taking my cap off to referee Makayeva. He's letting the orchestra play, the orchestra of rugby, and he's right on the spot, noticing from a very close angle.
Okay, when I set the mark, you need to
soft knuckle knock-ons, etc.
That's fine. Yep.
And very clear and decisive in his control of the orchestra here. The guys playing the instruments out there give us that lovely rugby sound.
Okay, crouch! Let's go, Jabba!
And all players out there feeling very comfortable, getting on with their own game, and leaving the official referee to do his bit. Short arm, early engagement, an early shove.
That's early. Yep.
Hendricks now, it'll be a tap. Can he put it up in the skies? Yes, he does just that. It's back. Taken by Van der Westhuizen. Henry van der Westhuizen. Thomas Meyer. He's tackled backwards beautifully by Kun. Up into the skies they go. Well taken by Conradi. The ball is available. Playing scrum off there is Fenton. Now it goes across to Vermeulen. Links knows that there's a man on him. Gabriels is there.
Not on the ball, not on the ball. Laying it down now.
And referee saying again for the third time, you've got too many hands in the ruck.
No hands, not on the ball.
And Hendricks now going to hit this one downfield. That's a lovely strike from Hendricks. That's not 20 this time, that's about a good 30. And that's going to give even more confidence to the Mana Funnyberg. Up they go. 14. Here comes Visser. The centre. Collision time in the middle. 14. Hendricks. Coming across his links. Now it's got to come again.
No hands, no hands.
Ball is available. 14 looks to the blind side. It's a long pass out. Coming off his wing is Engelbrecht. This is good play from the back. Now through the hands again. Taking it up in the centre. The rush defence closing the space well by the Villages men. It's a long pass out. There are 2 on 1, but there's also now quick reaction from the men in white. 14, Hendricks. Now that is a tackle that is going to knock Albert Milan's ID photo out of his ID book. That was a collision of note.
Leave it now. Leave it now. There's no lift from it.
Hendricks again, has to sell the dummy. The steal is good. And Zanderkies knows that his duty is to put the ball in the line out and to strike in the scrum and not to play the up and unders of William Rose, because that went directly into touch. Giving the opportunity to Moritz Swartz now. Dummy in the front. Down, that's going to be the knock-on. Line out over. 14 a bit quiet this afternoon. And it's due to the rush pressure at ruck time and at breakdown time by the men of Villages. So he's getting back foot ball. Once again, great to see the communities coming out to support Club Rugby, so healthy. Wonderful, thank you to everybody. And if you're watching at home, hope you're enjoying it just as much as we are. Global Sport Network, as you can see, proudly sponsored by Decro Paints, RD Consulting, G Sportswear, Sim Control.
Set.
Thank you to those business sponsors. Losing the bind on the far side will be the call. Overextended. That's a very solid thump downfield onto the 22-meter line.
Take the line.
To the back it goes. Interference again. Conradi having a good game. Also try scorer earlier on. Not going anywhere through there. is Kemp and Skelton. Now it comes. Off soft hands from
Advantage over.
Mealing. As you can see, the rush defence. But Fortain is there now. There are going to be lots of Anar bodies trying to get out of bed tomorrow morning. Hendricks finds Visser. He's a danger. He's one to watch. Exciting player. Explosive or standstill acceleration. Over the top it goes. But take the ruler out. And you can notice, or the protractor, that the angle definitely more than a 180 degree straight line. There's me trying to show my mathematics. And that's going an extra 20 meters at an angle forward, 20 degrees. Scrum time, they've been a little bit, one for you, one for me, a little bit unsteady. So we're going to have to settle down here, both sides.
Crouch.
Both wanting to gain scrum dominance.
Bind. Set. Hold.
This time being consistent with these scrumming laws, just the same as overextended for the villages, and now the angle bind, scrumming in at an angle and then losing the bind and collapsing with overextending by the Tarted in the form of Nivot. There goes the kick again, just inside the half of villages here at Brookside Stadium, their home ground, and taking a leisurely stroll towards the line out. They know that they are 19 points ahead with 33 minutes basically done on the clock for this first half. Sun Arc D3 also to be mentioned with their proud sponsorship towards the club rugby contribution. Thank you to all these sponsors. Wonderful and never taken lightly. Thank you. Greatly valued that you support these young men out there. Holding on is the first call. And on the ball is Fortain. And a good call out there to Kemp, Peter Kemp. Always on the ball. He's one of those players that does the tight loose. He really gets involved around the ball, does the engine room stuff. And if you look carefully, you'll see Peter Kemp does a lot of damage throughout the game. While the line out superbly taken as well. That time by Tatasol.
Take that off.
Tap and go. That's the call. Fortain is starting to warm up now. Helderberg, they're taking the game to the men in white. Referee again will say tackle release. Got to let him play. Fortain can't take it behind the referee's back, so he's got to take it on the mark. Take the 3 points, I whisper. And all of you will disagree because you're saying, but it's 19 points ahead. Let's try and close the space. 3 points breaks that ice of 0 on the scoreboard. And a 3-pointer just gives that positive input to say we're on the board and on the road. So they've got to win this line out. And I know that Helderberg are determined to prove me wrong. That's what I mean by win the line out. Well, that looks like we were here watching the netball competition because both sets of forwards were up in the net and one for you, one for me, one for you. No one's going to let you get that to pop down through the net. And fortunate here for Helderberg. Fortunate here now that they get the scrum in. And I say fortunate because that was their line out that they should have secured. Waiting patiently.
Already down.
Just getting the mud out of the boots at the present moment. So there's no slip and slide. Still a little bit wet from the heavy rains that have been taking place here on the Western Cape this week. Lovely sunny afternoon. Running onto it is Visser beautifully. That's a great crash ball in the middle of the park. And Fortain needs no hesitation, nothing at all. He sees that side gate opening. And if he was one of your puppies at home, trust me right now, he would be down the road and out the gate, as you saw there. Just a slight little ajar opening. And Fortain as quickly as to pounce through it and dot down for a 5-pointer. But a lovely crash ball by Visser in the middle. And quick recycle, open the defensive pillar. And Fortain said, cheerio, I'll make it 7. Have a look at this. You'll see the crash in the middle. There comes Visser. Good offload as well to Fenter. And then the quick open door. Everybody's shifting towards the open side pillar defense. And he realized, hey, hold on, the back garden gate is open. Let me actually just sneak through there. Topley now. Back down to the try scorer. Fortain. That's a solid kick downfield. Gabe Vermeulen. He knows what it feels like to be back in South Africa now. There's a big difference between, with all due respect, being tackled in Italy and being tackled by a South African beef sticker. Those collisions are definitely, in my opinion, a lot harder and a lot more felt here tussen ons Suid-Afrikaner rugby spelers. Tattersall again. He's the man. They managed to get this back. Are they coming back now? That ball's gone forward, and referee agrees. Interesting to see that Helderberg have now said, no, we're not taking this anymore. We're going to take it to villages. Seem to be a little on the back foot are the men in white at the moment for the last 5 or so minutes. They were closing the space beautifully. Earlier on their rush defence were the villagers. And now Helderberg are saying, no, we're going to run at you. We're not going to give you time to do that to us. The scrum's good as well. But referee says scrumming at an angle has to be the call. And standing up. Could this be the last penalty kick of the half for Merlin now? finds the touchline into referee's optional time of this first entertaining half here.
That's your mark.
Referee McAber clearly indicating the metre gap in the line out. Whether that's going to be maintained amongst forwards is always questionable. The metre gap. And that time, knock backwards, play on. The ball. Just look at that go. The Matador will even get out of the way when... My apologies, that was Neil Fenter. He was the man charging on. Look at the tank going on. Tank Tace. Zandaki, soft hands needed. It's through the gap to Van der Westhuizen. And now this could be counter-attack for Lynx. He's onto the right boot. And that's going to be into touch. Referee will call it and he'll say it's time to put the kettle on and get the cookies and the coffee ready. So we're going to do the same thing here and get ourselves a bottle of water. Maybe now that we're heading down to around 4:45, it's time to light the fire and maybe get the refreshments ready. So until we see you just now, let me look at the scoreboard and say as well, a very healthy 19 points to 7 to Villagers. We'll chat to you soon.
Ja, Toppas! Toppas! On the spot hier, Toppas! On the spot! You want me to ref? Another one.
I'm going to shot from the side. I'm going to shot that side, madam. I'm going to shot from that side.
Someone got a whistle.
Ja, maar just pause. Energize.
If you score a hat trick,
Can I come to you for Christmas?
I'll buy you something here.
Okay. But they're unallowed, so I can't.
No, some of these are yes.
It's correct, Neil.
Exactly, why are you getting fucked up for what? At first they took him up.
Focus.
At first they took him up.
Okay, you want by the table. You can't speak like that. No? You can't speak like that if you're sitting by the table.
Why not?
Like that, we're teaching the ref. If we must lead the ref, then you must also lead the ref.
You so bullies.
Jules, go call the ref!
Go. No urgency. Look what he's done.
Dank u, Mr. Ref! Dank u, Mr. Ref!
Sorry, Barry, hold on. Sorry, Barry. I hit the wrong.
Just like you left us at the end of the first half, there was the Helderberg and the Heldersonskyn. Well, trust me, yeah, it looks a bit darker. The only thing is there's sun shedding. It's gone behind the mountain, the lights are on, and we get the little nippy breeze for the evening. But nippy breaking away. William Scott knocked forward. Is the first infringement, and you can see now a little darker on screen. No, lovely weather still, just time to light the fire here. I'm sure you've done that at home and getting yourselves comfortable for the evening. Well, there's going to be an exciting menu here for the second half of Rugby Talent, exposed at its very best in the Super League A between Villages, the hosts at Brookside here, up against their friends from the Strand in the form of Helderberg. The scrum is a good one. Referee's arm is out. Picked up as Van der Westhuizen. He's still going strong. It's pick and go time. Still going as Van der Westhuizen. Kies onto the big man. And that again is close the doors, because that's dynamite tackling. Explosion time. As much as it's coming, the leg drive is very good play. There must be something said at halftime by Coach Andy Kutsia. The bull, he's running wild now through past Matadors, you name it. Past the bull ring. William Rose is played as the 9, so that's a direct penalty. Tank Tace. The little chip through from Vermeulen. And that is called poetry at its very, very best. Always, when I had the chance to watch Mr. Vermeulen in action, that left boot of his, that has really got the feel, because watch here again, that's on the run as well. And there you can see him running 4 or 5 steps, and full credit to Matthew van Schalkwyk, who read it perfectly and was underneath just to take the apple off the tree and dot it down. That was just plucking it out of the sky there, into the basket, and now can Topley add the extra 2 points. 24 points to 7 at the present moment. 3 minutes of the start of the second half has been played. Topley's got the ability. It's all about timing. Sounded good. It sounded very good, so good that it hit the left hand upright and bounced back. And Hendricks did it again. He puts it up into the skies. Was there obstruction there? No, there wasn't. There was knock on, and knocking it onto is under Keys. There's a call for accidental offside, and referee using the softer option of accidental, not intentional. Waiting now. Can they get that right shoulder? Because Dion Kun, the number 8, will be dying to have an opportunity to pick this up.
It's the first reset. Okay. Please be in charge of the game again. Let's go. Crouch!
14.
Set!
That's a steady scrum. 14 gets it now, going through the hands onto the clever boot there of Hendricks. Now it comes back again. Was it a late tackle off the ball? Even if it was, it's actually rolled some 40 meters and taking play to the halfway line. And the exit the villagers will be very, very proud of. Not at Swartz. Up it goes again. Done well is Tattersall on the line out. Hendricks through fingertips to Lynx.
Use 9.
14 again. Now that's an up and under of note.
Backwards.
That's great play by Fisser. Chip and chase. That'll be the call. The ball is onto it. He's got that egg tucked under one arm. So that's going to be a boiled egg, not scrambled egg, because that's got to be reset. No scrambling here. The big man now, William Scott, driving on. And Rose now wants to return the box kick. Just a little chip though. Prince onto it. Is it going to bounce well for him? No, it bounces well for Lynx again. Or was that Engelbrecht, should I say? Now, through the hands it goes. Brendan Fenter. He's going to take it up one more. Helderberg now. Quick ball needed. 14. Fisser. That's a bullet that goes across field to Hendricks. Hendricks now, he manages to
High tackle first,
Take-
on the shoulder.
and just simply go on the blind side.
On the shoulder first.
High tackle will be the call. And 10 meters, you can say, inside the 22-meter area of up it goes again. That wasn't straight.
Stop. Stop.
So referee McNaber waiting now. William Rose as well.
Bind. Set.
Oh, that'll be a short arm, and that's backpedaling on the engagement. In the front row, that's well spotted. I tend to support that one because you need to see both front rows going in, and on that you could see it almost leading to overextended by the loose head prop of Villagers because no engagement coming. Now it goes out wide. Michael Fiss is on the field now. That's a clever kick across to his opposite number, and Topley running onto it, still driving well. Rose needing to get across. Fenter taking it on further. Fenter taking it on. Oh, who says the Tank Taste can't play scrum off? And in yesteryear, many of you have played in that position will remember the famous daft pass from any scrum off. I'm sure that Tank Taste, he was a scrum off in his school days. Very big scrum off, obviously, because that was a superb daft pass. That's when rugby was played with those brown leather balls. And when it rained, you'll all remember, it was like kicking a brick. And I'm sure if you're listening and watching at home, you can say, yeah, that was me. Those were the days of Nas en die manne. Ons kon die baksteen skop. For those that aren't too good at the Afrikaans translation, that simply meant, yeah, we could kick that brick. But look at that lovely white rugby ball now. Right, and that's a go scrum wheel again, just as awarded earlier. So consistency by referee McCabe. Still got my vote of confidence, having a good game this afternoon. The Mosquito Fisser is back, because he can cause havoc when he comes into the playing arena. Painter. Maurits Swartz. This is where they've got to tidy up on the first phase structure at line out, but Tattersall has done his best here. Up he goes again, is it? Yes, it is. He wins that superbly. Fisser at scrum off now. Out to the left it goes. Oh, now that is a tackle of note coming in from Van Skalkwyk. Let me tell you now I know why they call it spare ribs, because you're going to need those spare ribs for tackles like that, just in the rib cage area, when you get exposed with a pass from your teammate and you have to take the high ball and those rib cages get spare ribbed. Changes here. Courtenay Oosthuizen coming on in jersey 19. Had a good game as Louis Conradi came into the starting lineup as a later replacement. Leg drive now, very good at the back.
Seven, side entry.
Coming in an angle.
Gotta come around.
So it could have been Blaine Skelton.
It's here. It's a referring tool.
7, Peter Kemp coming in.
The side entry was there. It's not a mole.
And that's a solid punt downfield.
So you gotta come around. You're in an off. Yeah.
And having their Sunday stalk as they get to the line out saying, what we're going to do tomorrow. Are the villagers pack? They're saying, are we going to have a bra as they walk in? Because they know they're in control of the clock board as well. With a healthy 24 points to 7. They got to win that line out though. Referee's got his arm out for the knock, I would say. Fisser again puts it up into the skies. Oh, Vermeulen's on his way. As I always say, Michael Jackson would take a few dance lessons from Vermeulen. And taking it straight on is the ever-present Van der Westhuizen. This is good rugby from the villagers. Someone's got to play scrum off because Rose is at the bottom of the heap. He's back on his feet now. Wonderful defence from Helderberg. There comes the tank taste again. Rose now calling for it. He gets it. The big men, closer it is. Clever idea to come back to the back. Blind side. Tank taste, he just can't get there. Rose again. Austin Prince, he comes in a little body heart there. There's clearing out taking place big time. Helderberg not standing back. Cop Topley now, he does a dance. Vermeulen, he's met in a traffic here. The ball hasn't been knocked back. And it's been knocked by the men in red, white and black who actually disagree.
Let's go back with.
The fact that I'm liking about referee Makeba is that he's remaining very, very calm, very, very constant in his decisions. When one or two questions have been thrown at him, he hasn't panicked and he's just simply stood his ground and explained, but also made firm decisions in a calm yet clear manner. And whether anybody agrees or disagrees with the decision is made, and that's the point. And players can't argue against that. So is there going to be defence time here now because Van der Westhuizen? It's interesting, early engagement as well. And it's a brave call because the attacking side had the chance to put the ball in. Michael Visser, I warned you about that. Taken out of the air by Van der Westhuizen. Keys, yet again Fenter. He's a tough man to bring down. Now it comes back to Rose, quick hands. The new replacement, Oosthuizen. That's Courtenay Oosthuizen, Topley. Austin Prince now, can he get past? There are 3 men there from the back, making sure he's going nowhere. Ball is out through the legs. Topley is having a look. He puts it up. Oh,
got advantage.
that's going to be knocked forward. And there was speed. There was running down onto that by Van Skalkwyk. So the light's starting to shine a lot brighter here now. More ways than one for all of us to observe as the sun sets behind the mountain. And also for the men from Brookside Villages, where they command a 24.27 lead. Still basically over a quarter to play of this game. About 22 minutes left. 24-7 the score as heard. Now this is where scrums have to be controlled. Helderberg, they are going to have to make sure of their steadiness here. They're going to have to get exit plan working. Could it be Visser to receive, Visser to Visser, brother to brother, I believe. Let's see who's going to take it up. It was trying to be picked up at the back, but Fenter's onto it. It's a pop on the blind side. Michael Visser wanting opportunity to do the box kick, which he does so cleverly and so well, always. It's not out, and that's, as you can see, how everybody thinks it's going to drift into play. There, Fenter, now Visser. Through the hands has got to go. These numbers out here now. You can see that Fortuin has moved on to the wing. Involved in it as well is Ricardo Links. Now it's back into Visser in the middle. Direct run, but Fenter makes his tackle. Visser onto the boot. He's also doing the top lead tactic. But Prince is there to actually dot it down. No arms tackle is the call. Michael Visser just tickles that to the corner. That's livened things up for the men in the red, white and black hoops. Into the last quarter now. Quint Visser, the inside centre for Helderberg. I love the way that he lowers his gravitational pull, that being his body height, as he advances at pace into a tackle situation. Does that time and time again. Tank Tace is just having those legs stretched for him. Those muscles are now starting to tighten up. 60 odd minutes into the game. It's a tap off the top. Is there going to be Neil Fenter on the ball yet again? Over the top it goes. There's numbers out wide here now. Visser, dummy back to Visser. That's the other Visser in the centre. You can see the dip and body out as I was explaining. Tattersall onto that now. The big lock. Onto the field there is Carew, Luke Carew. He's the man with the ball at the moment. Referee will go back to the infringement 7 metres out. Visser top taps and goes. This could be extended arm time, and it's try time. And that looks like the deserved man himself in the form of Peter Kemp. Just want to get clarity on that. That was a solid drive. And Peter Kemp, to me, is the man there that put his head down. No hesitation, but that's under the poles. And just when you thought the last quarter could be rather a peaceful one, Helderberg have said, no ways. 24-14 is where we're taking it. And a try here again would make it very, very interesting. Change has been made. You can see the crisp white jerseys coming on. We'll introduce them as they get involved in the game for Villagers. But the white jerseys standing out. One of them being number 18, Rahim Ramadan. He's come on. The Tank Thais has had a good game. Zander Keys is also making his way to the sideline. Neil Fenter, Sarli as well. A little bit of football being played now. Man mentioned, Ramadan. Offside lines in front of the ball. In front of the ball, as indicated by referee Makayaba. So you're playing from an offside position. Knocked forward and played on by Villagers. So man behind playing the ball forward and then continued to be played by the Villagers player in front of the ball. And that's a very good kick. Don't go and put the kettle on now because trust me, there's a sudden shift in momentum here. Also coming on in jersey 17 is Tristan Leach for the Berg. Tattersall, Visser to Visser, beating the first tackle by Spreeth. Here they come again. Skelton on he goes in that collision. Spreeth now standing his ground in the second time round. Good tackle there. Held up is going to be the call if it doesn't get to ground, but that's good play. Could be Mr. Lynx. And it's turnover ball and it's held up off the ground. So those are the laws. There's nothing about going forward. It's a collapse maul and it's been held up on the body. So good play there. Was that Stover that has come on? There's definite replacement there for Tien van Brakel. He's onto the flank position. As well as...
I don't know. Crouch! Fine! Set!
Ramadan going to ground on the far side. "15 minutes to go. There's not even time to go and feed the dogs now. They're going to have to wait for their Saturday afternoon treats because this is exciting time.
Crouch! Fine! Set!
Deadpool now. Here's the man. Giving way, repeat of it, losing bound and collapsing inwards. And Michael Visser, he's going to put this very, very close to that corner flag. Doing just that. 5 meters out now. Tatasor, the men have got to make sure they can win this line out.
Yeah, no, take the line. Wide, take the line. Yeah. Take the line.
14 minutes to go. Excitement starting to bubble over here now. Up it goes in the line out. The drive is immediate. Here it comes again. Peter Kemp now. Visser waits patiently. Visser again. Oh, almost intercepted by Vermeulen. And if you hear me saying Visser and Visser again, that's because the two brothers are linking up, one at scrum off and one at inside centre, the captain. So Marco playing at scrum off and Quinn at inside centre. And if Vermeulen had managed to catch that, he would have been on his way once again, heading down the field, and he's got the pace to have run the good 70, 80 metres to have gone and scored, but he knocked that on. Thank you yet again, Global Sport Network. Much appreciated for the service provision that's been given here, supporting the Western Province Super League A Rugby. Great that there's coverage again for these very, very important club matches. And if you're interested as a business or even as an individual, and you're willing to support and get these games actually televised and service provided for, please get involved. Contact the necessary officials, because it's wonderful to be able to sit here on a Saturday afternoon and to see club rugby at its very best.
So, both of you now, what I want you to do as well, and you as well.
Wait again for those front rows to settle down. Engagement this time seems to be much better. Now it's gone to ground. It'll be a straight arm up. Visser knows it's for the advantage of the Berg. Now through the hands again, it goes over the top. Helderberg are going to be in the corner. Referee will definitely award that. There is question there. Was he tackled into touch?
I don't have clear grounding. I don't have. What do you have?
No tries the call. Knock on will be the call. So we look carefully now. Visser went over the line, but was the possession lost? Venter. Over the top it goes. 1, 2, and now in the tackle. And there's a call there that has probably been knocked over. So knock on. And AO making a confident call there that he could see that ball dislodged. Lepuna. Lucky Lepu. No luck needed now for Lucky. He's just got to make sure that there's a solid scrum from his forwards. A true scrum, so he can get himself behind a going forward pack. But Helderberg, they will want to put pressure on the men in white now at the scrum. They know they're 5 meters out. They know that the sands of time runs into 10 minutes left. It's a good scrum. Visser's on to Glepo. The ball from Vermeulen wants to take it up further. He does that. Glepo yet again. Ramadan. a bit upright, being held up there by Sheldon as well. And now it's turnover ball. Sheldon meaning did superb there at lock for Helderberg. He got his body in there, he got his arms wrapped around it, and he wasn't letting go of that potato sack at all. You're going to need pliers to try and get those arms off that, so well done to Sheldon Mealing. Warned you, 9 minutes to go. If you put the log fires going outside, let them burn out, because this is too exciting to leave. You can always restart the fire with your fire lighters just now, but keep the fire going here, because both sides, especially the red of Helderberg, they're starting to burst into flames. Everybody now just thinking about their responsibilities. Right, here we go. Visser knows. Helderberg knows. The spectators know. The scrum is so important for both sides. Both sides calling out to their men. The community here at Brookside saying, stand your ground, villagers. The men travelling from the Strand are saying, 7 punter, 7 points. Who wants a scrum? The men in red going forward. The ball is out. Visser wants it. Getting across. Great tackle made. Rolling away is good as well. Zatzaliers, the big man, taking it on further. It could be Guramir. Now it's turnover ball and kicked away by Topley. Downfield. This race could be interesting because there is a flying Villagers man onto it, and now eventually the ball being tickled over the touchline. Carew and De Frenchie both just having a silent, quiet little chat there, saying, yeah, let's continue to enjoy this game and we'll have a cup of tea together afterwards. Just making friends on the field, greeting each other so politely. But let's get on with the game, says referee Makayaba. It's won there by Kemp. The kick is downfield. Crossfield now it goes for Merlin. Back again to Topley. Oh, let's twist again, like we did last summer from Topley. Beautiful spin on the ball there. Glepu, the bull standing still. Glepu again. Crashing it up is Corne Oosthuizen. Glepu. MC de Jong. Glepu again. Thomas Meyer. This is good play. Glepu looking for a runner. MC de Jong is the man there. Glepu trying to get it away. Van Schalkwyk out the back door. The ball now. He's got to also do the chicken run here with the underarm flick. Van Schalkwyk making sure yet again. Van der Westhuizen, should I say. My humblest apologies to Mr. Van der Westhuizen. Topley, Thomas Meyer, Gleppel, Topley, Vermeulen. Over the top it goes. This likes Mapo on the ball. Cousin of Lionel. Mapo, the well-known name in the rugby circles. Wow, time to catch our breath here because the last has been up and down the field, even so much so that the choirs have started on the sidelines, and that looks like the travelling supporters and players all the way from De Berg.
No. Doesn't work like that. Yeah. Let's go, Lars. Let's go.
And everyone's starting to warm up now. Getting a little bit chilly here, but the rugby is starting to warm the hearts. And we're set here for an exciting 5 minutes plus optional time. Line-out takes place. Swartz over the top to Visser. Visser beats 1-2, but he's tackled by Spreeth. Coming from the side is the Bull. Visser knows that. He taps and goes onto the boot. It could have been a little giveaway there because the kick will work superbly for Villagers. And that puts De Berg right back just outside, halfway between the try line and the 22-metre area. 24-14. We've had a poiky of rugby here today. All ingredients added, and there's been skills, there's been direct collisions, there's been great defence added into the poiky pot from both sides. There's been pace thrown in as well, just lots of it. Up it goes as Thomas Meyer. Now the leg drive. Is that going to go to ground? Referee's arm agrees and says yes. And he'll bring them back. I ask my question again. There's a 3-pointer available. There's a 10 points difference. Do you want to take it to 13 points because the penalty kick is available? But after winning that line out so confidently, Topley says, we're going for a 7-pointer. We don't need 3. Knowing as well that there cannot be any collapsed line out now or the driving more. So maybe a wise call. They just got to secure the ball, but Mayer's good at that. He does that yet again. Now the body height, the leg drive is going to be sorted out. Is it taken down by White itself? Themselves. Blairpool waiting, so it'll be turnover ball. And that's where I just also again, like I say, not wanting to wind away at it, but when those opportunities come for polls, it's very, very important. But I also do know that we're playing for tries and bonus points. And great defence by De Berg to make sure that Villagers couldn't capitalise from their structured line-out play. 2 minutes left on the clock. Visser to feed. Early scrum from the Villagers. Engagement, should I say. And now again, it's taken on by Kun. Cover defence made by Spreeth. Good tackle. Visser to Visser, the brother. MC de Jong is there in the middle of the park. joining him was Van der Westhuizen on the tackle. It's gone out wide. There's soft hands needed now. Security of the ball important. Meyer on the ball and the leg drive is good. Van der Westhuizen for Villagers is there. Tickle over the top by Visser.
Inside.
Spun around beautifully is Lepo. Back inside, off the left wing now. It went from Engelbrecht. Now cross field. Can you beat one as the ball gone forward and the shove as well? The push it is. Wanting to close it within 7 pointers, so De Berg, I don't know if they'll have time to actually win the game, but they can go and get themselves a bonus point. Villagers, are they going to allow that? The ball is cleared for Visser. Brought down to ground. Good tackle there from, is that Ramadan? Yes, it is. The big men rumbling it up further now. Aguilomeo. Helderberg making his presence felt. Visser now. Venter. Good phase play this. Patience needed by De Berg. It's taken away now. Surely Lepo wants to set this up. And this has got to be kicked out by Vermeulen. Is it going to reach the touchline? No, it's not. But it could be tackled into touch, and yes, it is. And this could be the time that the referee says that the kettle is boiling over and the scones and cream are ready. The cookies are there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a spectacle of rugby we've had this afternoon. 24 points to 14. Villagers here at Brookside. They are the gentlemen that are going to take the honours away. But Helderberg, you can actually be so proud of your efforts this afternoon. You've come here, you've been strong in your efforts here to make sure that you can lift the standards of this rugby encounter at the Super League A fixture and made it an afternoon to remember. Some healthy club rugby at its very best, and credit to coaches, credit to management, and credit to all players in this exciting game this afternoon. Well done, gentlemen. Well, we're going to be able to see if we can get down onto the field and do some interviews down below. But credit to people that have put their hands up this afternoon. I enjoyed Quinn Visser, the captain for the Helderberg team, as well as Peter Kemp. I thought he had a superb game, and there's some great running by the wings, both Engelbrecht and earlier on in links. But moving over to the Villagers side, Thomas Meyer did his normal excellent work in the line-outs. Neil Venter for me was also absolutely outstanding. Topley controlled things beautifully as well. But the man that I'm going to be standing out with today, his red cap stood out, is Henry van der Westhuizen, the number 8 for Villagers. Never stopped working, even after the referee blew his whistle. I think he was still running around to see if there was action. So, Mr. van der Westhuizen, take the pat on the back from me personally. I thought you had a superb game. I'm going down to the field now. 24 points to 14. Villagers will be celebrating their victory. I'll join you from the field now.
Franschhoek 23, Marty's 22. Franschhoek 23, Marty's 22. I don't know how long is that. I've got it here on the Western Province group. Style 3, Rakkenstyle 29. To be confirmed. So my go time.
And when he's done, I can just stop.
Yeah, about beat UCT. Anton. Yeah, about beat UCT.
Jules like it.
Right, once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Now on the field and standing with you can see the smiling Anton Kuzner here now after a very, very interesting and rather tough game. But Anton, you must be very proud of the performance from the boys this afternoon.
Look, my boys were outstanding today, defensively outstanding. But I mean, Helderberg did all the playing today. I mean, that shows you an outstanding team now. They just went up another gear today. And, defensively, we stuck nicely today. And, I mean, obviously, we scored when I think we had like 7 entries and scored the 5 tries and 7 entries. The rest of the game was played in our half. So, ultimately, look, we will have to work on that for next week. But, I mean, what a tough game. And, what a pleasure to have Helderberg here, as always. Such a nice club to play against.
Yeah, and as was mentioned throughout the game, such an entertaining game for Super League A Rugby. It's great that we can all be here as a community. It's televised, it's been actually brought to the communities. And just like you said, Helderberg, they came to play. They really did. There were a number of players that I could mention there this afternoon, but as a club, they were here today.
Look, I mean, the minute that Michael Visser came on the field, like he's the ungettable get. I mean, that would be on my bucket list to get him here. But obviously, he's a stalwart of Helderberg and got rich roots there. But that guy's outstanding. The minute he came on, it was just their ruck speed just went up a couple of seconds. It was amazing to watch. And then just that aerial battle, the ball going over. I mean, obviously, we've got some proper seasoned pros and we took care of it. But I mean, the momentum was with Helderberg the whole game. I mean, literally over here for like 17 minutes. It was unbelievable.
And shouldn't we give a shout out to D3? I believe they're strapping and sponsors and everything as
yes.
well.
So, yeah, well, we're very D3 is one of my companies, and we're very excited to be in partnership with Western Province Rugby.
Yeah.
We supply a lot of strapping to schools and to our clubs. Proper technology, best hyperallergenic stuff, so guys don't get rashes. You know, boys, we don't want you getting rashes, of course, princesses. But yeah, ultimately, what a game of rugby we had today. I mean, there were no cards. It just shows you what the intensity was. It was just, guys, that's what people want to see. And I hope that we can commercialise it enough that we can get people to come and watch club rugby and have it on TV like we should have, because ultimately this was a ripper of a game.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. But as always, my friend,
thank you.
I've got two players here. I hope you agree with my choice and the young man as well coming, Mr. van der Westhuizen. But thank you, Anton, and thank you for your hospitality. Quinn, this is about rugby friendships now. Have you met MJ? Right, and Quinn as well. Come closer here. Gee, now I know what it likes to feel like the hooker in the middle here. But a great game of rugby, and that's what the crowds actually want to come and watch and come and be part of. What do you think about that? Quinn, let's start with you, the losing captain, but definitely should be happy at heart.
Yeah, I must say it was a great match. Two good rivals, big rivals. Been a couple of tough weeks, but I'm proud of the boys. We pulled through till the end. I know they did stress a bit there at the end because we came back, but very proud. Thank you to all the supporters, and yeah, just grateful to be on the field.
I mentioned on air earlier about how I enjoy your body height, especially when you actually accelerate off the mark and actually, as going into tackle, lower that sense of gravity, and you cross the advantage line and make gain ground quite often every single time you get into that contact. I thought you had an outstanding game.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I think it all comes down to having a big heart. Don't be scared to put your body on the line. That's what rugby is about. And be prideful about what you do. And yeah, I think that's what I have to say.
And Michael Butti coming onto the field. I had to keep on saying Fisser to Fisser because that was the pass from the base of the scrum. But I know that you want to get back to the change room. It's getting a bit chilly out here. But just thank you for the contribution. What would you like to say to villagers about their performance today, especially with MJ standing here?
No, great performance. They have a good side. I think they can pull it through this year. But yeah, don't throw us away. We're still in the mix, so we'll come again. But yeah, just grateful to be here. Thank you for having us, and yeah, all of good luck.
Well, I'd love to shake your hand. Well done, Quinn. Always great to see you, and well played. Keep it up, eh? Well done to the Berg, to Helderberg. Here he is, the young man himself. And that's Mr. MJ van der Westhuizen. He speaks fantastic Spanish, Italian, you name it. And he said to me, right, ek gaan 'n bietjie Afrikaans praat, but you know what? We'd love to see how delicious your English is going to be today. So how did you enjoy that game?
Yo, the first half, the village boys was outstanding. Helderberg didn't throw it away. A very good side, and yeah, at the end they meant us panicking, eh? So yeah, shout out to Helderberg. They were very good here at the end, but our village boys never give up.
Yeah, and are you enjoying your presence at the back there? Number 8 always been your cemented position that you enjoy playing there, because your contribution in all phases, in the tight loose, in the getting around the field, the cover defence, across as the number 8 should be doing, was absolutely spectacular. I had no hesitation to say that's my man for the day.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's an experience to play with the boys, especially all the older guys. I'm still 19 and they are like 27. So I enjoy to play with them and they learn me a lot. So I enjoy the opportunities.
Yeah, I'm glad you said the old men. There's all the bull, Freyling in the middle there, and Thomas Meyer, all the experienced players. But you never played like a 19-year-old. You played like an experienced campaigner.
Thank you.
You've been to trials and you've been knocking on the door for the Western Province area. Tell us about that. Come on, we're proud of you.
Yeah, the Stormers Bolts, it's now called the Stormers, not VP anymore. So I'm recently added to the under-20 group. So at the end of the month, we start training as I think there are 50. So there's a lot of competition. So I'm looking forward.
Well, MJ, I hope they watched this afternoon's performance because they had a man that they could do with in their Stormer bolts because you were bolting around the field. Laat ons hande skud. Ek gaan nou 'n bietjie Afrikaans praat en ek was waardeer hoe jy so pragtig gespeel het op die veld. Notice how I rolled my arrow ook, né? Okay, baie mooi en veel geluk going forward, eh?
Thank you, baie.
All the best.
Thank you.
Right, and then just to say to every single person out there, keep being involved. Get involved in club support. If you're one of the sponsors or wanting to get on board, please make sure you contact Global Sport Network or any of the service providers, but also the Western Province Rugby Union, and we can bring this beautiful game to us. As I stand here, as it gets a little darker, my name is Barry Wilson. I'm going to always leave you with my special reminder. If you see somebody standing around a field with a sad face or anywhere, take off one of your happy smiles and give it to them so that we can keep happiness, keep being positive around this beautiful country of ours. And let's start getting Bokke fever going, because it's not too long before we'll be wearing the green and gold and getting behind our men in the upcoming internationals. Good night to all of you and enjoy the rest of the weekend. Thank you. Please can we meet soon? I hope so. Please.